This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping a foot on the what? Digs. We keeping a foot on the what? Digs. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, man. Like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying what? Immediate pressure. Because pressure does what? Heat bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. You guys see, Errol Spence. The reason why he's going to properly retire Manny Pacquiao is because Errol Spence is carrying Dallas on his back. You guys have to do your homework on Dallas, Texas. You got to do your homework on DeSoto. You got to do your homework on Texans altogether. When you see a fighter is carrying the tag of basically having the banner of someone that represents a city that they are repping for, that they're putting up for, that they're fighting for. Dallas is a Texas dungeon. Errol Spence is training in a 150-degree gym. That's to ensure that the body is in peak conditioning. That's to ensure that the body's fine-tuning. This was not a get-in-shape camp. This was more of a fine-tuning and basically get on your, what we would say, your shit camp. And this is what it's been since the Danny Garcia fight. This version of Errol Spence is the most lethal version because he's an airfield fighter. He has airfield business to take care of. And the first business at hand is to properly retire Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence is very understanding of what a fight like this is going to do for his boxing legacy. This is why he's taking this fight with the utmost severity, the utmost seriousness that the fight requires. You ask Floyd Mayweather, he did the same thing. Floyd brought back chopping wood when he fought Manny Pacquiao because he wanted to prove a point that this guy didn't belong on my level. So I got to make sure all of my physical faculties are in order. I have to make sure that I'm in peak conditioning because if I'm going to be that human copy box that I am, I'm going to have to make sure that everything is on point, nothing is missing, so that I'm clicking on all cylinders. Well, this is what Errol Spence is, a tactical aggression artist, a technical punch and placement artist, a body snatching work, the levying onslaught, the punishment style artist. His job is to basically put on display his skill set. His skill set is to be technical. This is why they call it technical punch and placement. His skill set is to be fundamental. He's the most fundamentally sound boxer in boxing. Floyd is not active, so we can't say Floyd. When it's all said and done, this fight come August 21st is going to reveal to you why Errol Spence is the truth. Why there's no lies in his damn fist. And it's also going to reveal to you that pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Because pressure has to burst the pipes of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's proven 2 other times before when he fought pressure-style fighters. I'm going to explain to you who they are. Because counterpunchers can be pressure fighters too. Juan Manuel Marquez, he's a counterpuncher. But he has that Mexican come forward in him. Mexican come forward is pressure. In a lot of instances, it's ineffective pressure. But with Manny Pacquiao fighting a Juan Manuel Marquez, who was a hellified counterpuncher, one of the greatest counterpunchers to ever be in the game of boxing, his pressure was effective because he was going to keep coming with that horchata of the Aztec warrior. But we talking about that real horchata, that good horchata, that Mexican horchata, not the cinnamon dust of a horchata of an Alvarez version. When it's all said and done, this is the silver lining of what a Juan Manuel Marquez brought to the table. Juan Manuel Marquez brought the ability to prove that when it's all said and done, all you have to do is keep coming after Manny Pacquiao with the same movements. But you just got to counter him. You have to time him. And what happened in that fight? Manny Pacquiao was flatlined. Floyd looked at that fight, and Floyd basically said, okay, I'm going to fight Juan Manuel Marquez. There was a reason why Floyd did that. Because it was Floyd's barometer to see where he was at against Manny Pacquiao, but to also show if I'm able to dismantle this guy that this guy is having problems with, then I know he can't see me in the boxing ring. That's what the prelude of Juan Manuel Marquez was. And hence we had May versus Pac. And the rest is history. 2015, the rest is history. Errol the True Spence just gotta be Errol, man. Being Errol requires for Errol the True Spence to basically showcase that when it's all said and done, that he's on his shit. That Errol the True Spence is basically here to systematically break the opponent down, to show the opponent that you don't belong in the ring with me. He has a style. It's a ruin you style. He has a style. It's a punishment style. And that's all he needs to do. Go to the calling card of the style. Now, every fight requires a different look. Manny Pacquiao's a punches and bunches fighter. Manny Pacquiao's a zigging and zig out fighter. Manny Pacquiao's a zip in and zip out fighter. Errol the True Spence is going to have to be on his guard for 6 rounds. That's it. The other 6 is going to be basically him enjoying and feasting off of what he did in the first 6 rounds. But in the first 6 rounds, when Manny Pacquiao comes in, tag him. When Manny Pacquiao zips out, tag him. But Errol the True Spence just got to make sure that when Manny Pacquiao throws a punch, he grazes him. This is what Floyd did. This is what I expect Spence to do. Take grazing shots and then basically hit him with meaningful shots. See, every grazing shot has to have a meaningful shot to counteract it. The reason for that is to basically discourage Manny Pacquiao from thinking he can come in. And then when Manny Pacquiao gets tentative and he gets scared and he's on the back foot, which Manny Pacquiao, we know, the scouting report tells us his back foot is shit, Errol the True Spence can tag him up all day, super tag him up. That's what the game plan is. It's really simple. So come August 21st, this is what you guys are going to see. Pressure does what? 8 versus heights. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, Eeks. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Oh, Eeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.